cocaine and mushrooms at the same time, because you will turn Super Saiyan.
Don't say Super Saiyan. Don't you a couple of weeps start again.
Yeah, no, we're not going back. No. Taking the mushroom like that, the mind of Yoda. Sniffing the cocaine like that, the body of Thor.
We made it. We made it. Welcome to a very special episode 43 of the Unmonetisables, the official podcast for the FAWK Chronicles, the dumbest search for intelligence, and stepsister podcast, the Scots with Soul podcast from the Indi Scots network. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me, through no choice of their own, are Dr. Darkside,
Milkshakes.
and Grandmaster Tech,
Don't bring your boys to the yard.
and the one and only Indi Scots founder, COD8MYdog.
Cheeky what?
Yanni, there we go. If you're unaware, folks, this is the only show in the galaxy that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture, aka the trending tat of the week. And first up, folks, as we go, Etika is the Antichrist.
Who's Etika?
Who's Antichrist?
Etika.
Etika.
I think it's Eitika, but basically it was like a reaction YouTuber. I think you might have seen him, the kid that was like total spurging out over the Nintendo stuff.
Reaction YouTubers,
kicking
man.
about watching trailers for the Switch when it first came out, and he's just like, oh my god,
Oh, right,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
I think you showed us that and we immediately switched off.
But
yeah.
he turned up in some weird video that folks had been posting a bunch of weird shit on Twitter, and then in his video with the police outside, he's screaming, it's because I make a lot of porn.
What?
I make a lot of porn on the internet. That's what I do. People on the internet are trying to get me. Please don't let them kill me. So after like a fucking 4 or 5 hour standoff with the police, they literally burst the door open and grab him. He's
Listen, if you make porn, nobody's trying to kill you, right?
doesn't he? That's the best. Well, I
he
don't
did-
think he does, but
I want to get that high. That's really high.
well, it was weird because fucking Keemstar had an interview with me.
Oh,
Drama
Keemstar,
with
he's another
and
one
he's
that's
sitting calling
good.
him these dreamy, creamy Keemy. And fucking ranting about how he is the Antichrist, how he's gonna bring a nuclear holocaust and bomb the entire world.
A Keemy bucket.
Because he sees things clearly and that everyone's sinners. But yeah, so he was taken into custody whilst all the while screaming,
He was
"We
taken
made
to the
it,
hospital,
we made
probably.
it." He was released, and then he went and assaulted the police officer like the next day.
Wow.
Just fucking running
I was
around
wondering
wild.
what that was about.
Like total YouTuber breakdown.
Maybe he
syndrome or
just
what.
liked the food in the jail. He's like, mate, that fucking dinner was quality last night. Where's that cop?
Oh no, he reckons it's like it's some weird meta prank that he's played
No
on
way.
YouTube, but at the same time he's still ranting and raving like what was his face?
He was the one that got pranked.
Yon Fussy Tube. He sounds like that, man. He's on a fucking
Wow.
proper mental breakdown, but at the same time everything that comes out of his mouth sounds really prophetic and kind of real. So it's
But
scary.
that's the thing about people having mental breakdowns is they see the world so fucking clearly.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to remember about somebody having a mental breakdown in today's society. See those who, this is one thing I like to tell people who are depressed, right? It's not your fault that you can feel your emotions fucking more than other people.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
It's not your fault that you're more in tune with fucking people's emotions than other people. It's not your fault that you can go through life ignoring things. You know, or can you go through life ignoring things the way most people do?
When
Do you
you're
know what I mean?
when
It's
you're
like-
out screaming at the police, though, you're pretty convinced of whatever situation you're in. I would think.
well, aye, do you know what I mean? Don't go shouting at the police. They have batons and tasers and shit. Do you know what I mean? It's only going to end badly for you. But aye, like it still stands. Like if fucking somebody's having a mental breakdown, it's not because like they're broke. It's because like
yeah.
they are trying to feel. Do you know what I mean? And like the world we do live in is fucking. It's
Yeah,
a
the
sick
world's
world we
fucking
live in.
crazy, right?
Well,
Well,
that's like
it,
the
aye.
YouTuber breakdown syndrome kind of strikes again type thing. I mean, you can call it by
Because,
any
like-
other name though, but it's just it's high stress leveled modern
It's
living.
something like people in the modern day suffer from, right? Like, think about kids that are fucking born today. They've got a fucking iPhone or an iPad grafted to their fucking
Oh man, I
arm.
feel so
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
for these kids. Yeah.
And fucking like they grow up and they want to do YouTube and they want to do this and they want to do that, and like even the generation that's more closer to us, like the generation that's 10 years younger than us, see
Yeah.
the kids that they're 20 years old now, right? They've knew YouTube ever since they can remember. right? Like, ever since they had their first phone, they had YouTube on it. So obviously they want to do it. And they've had Facebook, fucking Twitter and all that. It's all about the likes. Now, see if you're fucking pouring your heart into something like making a YouTube channel and the response is overly negative for it.
Then you're obviously a bad person. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Do you know what I mean? But that's to the person making the video, that's what they're going to assume.
Well, that's it. Yeah, totally. Because you look at the previous generations and they're like, why are people so emotional and fucked up and constantly having depression problems and stuff like that? And it's like, well, you know, the next generation was brought up from your generation trying to say, stop greeting laddie, act like a big man or something like that.
Yeah,
or,
man up.
Yeah, man up, and didn't let people show that they're getting to you and things like that.
What
And
do you
then
mean toxic masculinity?
not just masculinity,
This is a Logan Paul
sometimes
story,
the
right?
opposite side of the fucking gender is sometimes even worse.
Well, he's even been
Holy
fucking crying
shit.
about it. Mention him,
Like,
man.
I think
Speaking of
parents have
devil,
got a lot to answer for as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, totally.
Right, like, and I'll give an example. Right, 90% of parents nowadays are, let's be honest, the vacant fucking headed cunts.
Yeah.
Right. And
NPCs.
when they have kids, what they do is as soon as the kid's fucking born, they've got pictures on Facebook, and it's like that up until the kid's got its own phone.
Yeah, but it's
You know what I mean?
it's always fucking FaceTime fucking overlays, pictures and shit like that.
Yeah, and it's been they've been in the public eye since they were fucking
Just don't have a
born.
kid.
In their own wee group, a public eye.
Just go and get a
I
doll
don't
instead.
massive-
Well, a doll would sort you out.
All right,
And you take pictures
Descartes,
of the doll and
fucking
put it on
hell,
Facebook,
man.
no?
Don't encourage them, for fuck's sake.
Fucking, you got to dote over that doll, mate.
But yeah,
Jesus.
man, you're nailing it. Eh? That's the point. When they're under the public eye for your entire
like,
life, what are you going to do, man?
There's not enough
Yeah,
kids
hear you.
like getting entered into football teams and swimming teams and dancing and all that now. Do you know what I mean? They're just getting through in front of a TV or their iPhone, and that's it.
Well, and they're fucking
they're
yoinking
pacified.
your art classes and yoinking your
Thunder.
music classes and shit like that, you know?
Exactly.
It's Little Thunder's trying to get on the podcast in the background there.
I went a wee bit deep there, but I fucking
No, man, that was good. You nailed it. To be honest, like that's what
That's
you
something
could fit.
fucking. That's something about a day like fucking on Indi Scots is going to those sort of deep subjects as well. But
Yeah,
it's
talking
no
about
for our
indie
podcast.
thoughts.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's good getting on here with you guys because you guys are used to talking to each other. So I know I can like go deep because you are used to each other as well. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, we like
on
going
the
deep.
podcast.
Yeah, and he doesn't mean to say we don't like to explore each other's depth.
We've got to slap balls, ball contact.
I think he's snapped, but from someone who's snapped under pressure to Hollywood bending the knee,
Don't say bending.
Sonic trailer.
Oh,
Y'all thought I
yeah.
was going to say Game of Thrones, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
you had to bring up Sonic.
What? What's wrong with Sonic trailer?
Fucking everything.
Teeth.
That's
No,
literally the first thing I've
look.
written.
The original Sonic had human-style teeth as well, alright? What makes it even
we've got a
weirder is
Defender.
it's that fucking mouth that they've put on Sonic.
And the eyes, apparently
Yeah.
the eyes are like too small and
No,
like too human looking or something.
okay, somebody on Twitch put up, I think it was, somebody said it was the original artist that actually made the 3D model. This was the original style before they changed it. But it actually had, you remember the old Sonic style eyes that kind of joined in the middle?
Yeah.
The animated eyes. Those were on that 3D character. And the mouth was actually a proper maw. Like an actual hedgehog's mouth instead of this weird, dank, fucking human mouth like overlay. It worked. It looked great.
You two are just literally ripped off the first half of my notes. That's perfect. I don't have to do
A
anything.
point that I had,
Brilliant.
like, it's taken what 26 years. I mean, since the Mario Brothers movie, and that was the best they could come out with.
Yeah, but at the same time, were you going to attempt a fucking Sonic film right after that Mario Brothers movie?
Or they've just
No
been biding their
danger.
time. You think?
Yeah, they've
Jim
been fucking
Carrey though.
idea.
Jim Carrey.
What
that'll be interesting.
What bugged me is in the trailer, when you first see coming into Green Hill Zone in the car, you don't have the da 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 in the background on a radio or
They've
something.
done
you
a
know?
weird piano
Aye,
version
but
there.
they could have
that
done it
bit
like-
slow.
Yeah,
That'll
you
get
could-
in the movie.
Watch it, it'll be some 41
No, instead we
presents.
just get fucking
Green Hill Zone.
Coolio's Ever Living Gangster Paradise.
I know, hey, like, what?
That's what you think when you think Sonic, right? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I think it's terrible. This is Jim Carrey's comeback movie though. Like, really?
Don't say come back.
He's not been away that much. He's actually been working like fuck, but he's just been doing serious stuff.
This is the
He's
biggest
come back
movie.
to comedy.
But this is like the biggest movie that he's going to be in recent years, and it's just that.
He'll
I fucking went
nail
and
it.
met Sonic at Insomnia, man.
I forgot about that. You had a tall fucking picture.
You got dressed up.
Met Sonic.
Huh?
No,
Oh, you
I was
met-
just
oh,
fucking
right,
cutting about in Insomnia, man. Fucking.
Well, you could
know
say
what
you got dressed up. You want to see the shorts? He was.
Hey, don't you start either, man. Like, I signed into
Hey.
the podcast that night at Insomnia on the shitty Insomnia fucking internet, man. And I'm like, I say hi to fucking cunts in the podcast, and Kelly's like, look, trust met Sonic today, but we talk about how he shaves his legs. And I'm like, I'm not a hairy man, right? It's not my fault I've evolved more than you fucking apes, right? Fucking shave my legs, you cunts.
Away and go get a Gillette, you
It's good
bastards.
to see you didn't bend under pressure. That's all I'm saying, COD, because they have actually now agreed since the backlash they're going to go back and re-render the fucking character to make him more like what everyone's saying.
They should have
This
done that in the
is-
first place.
That's amazing. That's so bad. That's so bad for Hollywood that people can just complain before something comes out and they're going to run.
This is as
like
bad as
fuck
that
to
time.
rewrite the whole film.
At least they're doing
What
it.
was the movie they made a couple of years ago that had Kevin Spacey in it, and they reshot the whole movie because of Kevin Spacey? Like,
man.
this is the
Well,
same
the
scenario.
Yakuza game. Is it the Yakuza game or some other game where one of the actors been fucking yoinked? And the game's due to come out. I think it's out in Japan, but it's due to come over here. And before we get it, they're going to have to go and redo all his parts because the actor was like a fucking weirdo gangster or some shit. Or he got Me Too. Or no, he got caught doing drugs. That was it.
Oh man,
Yeah, and they're
because
fucking mad for
there's
it,
you know
yeah.
that's the worst thing you can do on this
Yeah.
planet to
Yeah.
get removed from a game is doing drugs.
Japan,
Right?
anyway. Fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
don't do drugs.
Talking about actors doing drugs, right, there's a crazy story.
Oh, here we go.
Scientists found cocaine in shrimps in Suffolk rivers.
What?
Those are some mad ass shrimps, man.
Scientists found cocaine in freshwater shrimps when testing rivers for chemicals.
That's what it is. When they find dead bodies in that river, it's not because they got murdered and chucked there or they drowned. It's because the shrimps fucking had at them.
Do you know why humans created cocaine? It's a good question to
For
ask.
shrimps, I don't know, it makes them easier to catch us, man. I don't know.
Look, cocaine, see how everybody knows the Spanish colonised South America?
Yeah.
Well, see when they reached Peru and they found the silver mines in the Andes? Well, they were working so high in the fucking Andes that it was really fucking cold. And it was the fucking priests. The priests made cocaine, right? They literally made cocaine into a powdered form so as people could sniff it. And it would see how, like, what it does is basically opens up all your blood vessels, relaxes all your muscles, so the heat can go through the core to the extremities.
So you turn
people
into
could
Superman
work.
at altitude.
Pretty much, aye. That's why cocaine was invented. It was
So-
invented by priests.
Well, I
So
wonder
the
what.
fabled
makes sense
snow,
to me.
the fabled snow yeti might just be a guy that just fell
So-
face first.
right,
into
so-
cocaine.
Look at Buckfast did, you know.
That's it, right? So basically, what they're saying is they've made all these drugs illegal, right? So because they don't want you taking PCP, cocaine, and mushrooms at the same time because you will turn Super Saiyan.
Don't say
Open
Super
your
Saiyan. Don't you
mind.
couple of weebs start again.
Yeah, no, we're not going back to that. No.
Taking the mushroom like that, the mind of Yoda. Sniffing the cocaine like that, the body of Thor.
Taking the PCP, I am invincible. I can jump off this mountain.
I'm Super Mario
We're
now.
all going to start turning into Detective Pikachus. No.
What? Don't talk about your fantasies on the podcast, for fuck's sake, you furry.
So we have to zip up your suit again.
From outrage killing Hollywood to the meme reaper and his latest victim,
Uh-oh.
the subscribe to PewDiePie meme.
This is still going on.
No more. It's no more. We're putting an end to it.
Good.
Dropped a 3-minute video the other day there talking about how he's really proud of what the community's done and some of the positive things he'd done in the name of it, and it's brought a lot of folk together.
What? Yeah, some of the negative
Well,
things.
because he got
yeah.
linked to the New
Yeah.
Zealand shootings and
What he
stuff.
basically said after that is that he took a wee bit to think about it, and it's affected him more ways than he thought about. And
He's
it
talked
was-
to his PR consultant. Basically.
no, well, out of respect for them, he didn't bleat it out right at the start to try and make the story about him, he was saying, but he waited like a week and he was like, I still feel funky about it. So on the 28th of August, the subscribe to PewDiePie meme was no more. And on the 29th of August, someone flew a fucking sign via a plane over New York. These poor bastards, these poor bastards had put together like a Patreon, and they got the fucking the commentary guy for Fiverr that got fired.
Oh yeah,
was going to this fucking big event for PewDiePie, and they were going to fly one of those fucking, just the big banners attached to the wee single engine fucking plane across New York. And it was arranged for months for like the next day. Fucking Poots cancelled the day before.
Do you know the only thing that could top that is literally throwing PewDiePie out the back of a plane, tethered to shouting, "Subscribe to PewDiePie!"
It was scary how far it was going to go.
But see, all these, like, okay, PewDiePie is, for all intents and purposes, a big star, right? But the sheer fact is that a lot of them seem to think that when you create something so powerful, they think that they control it. Mate, sorry to say, you ain't controlling that shit anymore.
Well, that's why he shut it down. That's exactly why he shut it down. He was like, I want it to stand for the positive things and not be remembered for all this bullshit. Who's going to listen to him?
Right, this story from a couple of weeks ago
community
that I never came out with on the podcast.
Like being the captain of a ship in the middle of a tornado.
Yeah,
you're the captain of the ship, but you're no fucking thing. You're not in control.
And this is probably why he did this, right? T-Series court order sees abusive, vulgar, racist PewDiePie diss tracks blocked in India. He was getting stuff blocked in India due to racism.
No, he wasn't. Their perception of his tracks being racist.
Well, a court kind of backed the High Court of Delhi.
Indian court.
The High Court of Delhi.
You keep saying the High Court of Delhi. It's still the Court of Delhi, for fuck's sake.
T-Series filed a complaint with the High Court in Delhi and got his stuff banned in India. There you go.
But see, as long as PewDiePie doesn't go to Delhi, he's fine.
I will be PewDiePie.
I don't think
be racist as you want in Bournemouth or wherever he stays.
PewDiePie's Swedish, if I'm not wrong, isn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he lives in Brighton.
The Swedes have fucking the Swedes and the Norwegians and stuff. The Scandinavians will be like, hold on, we'll just fucking give you PewDiePie. Fuck off.
I think we should send him back to Sweden. Send him back.
Oh, and by the way, we're keeping Pirate Bay, just to let you know that.
He's maybe moving to fucking Japan anyway.
Is that what he's saying?
We was thinking about it, but apparently it's going to be really difficult.
I'd fucking move to Japan as well.
The dogs and shit.
Well,
that's
the land of memes.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck yeah. Otaku.my nut.
This moves us swiftly on to my favourite segment of the show,
where you get to not come out with any more stories because you ran out.
Again with the ran out.
He's not talked about Logan Paul, right? Just give him a break.
Yeah, come on, give me some brownie points here. I brought us a guest.
Where he removed his butt plugging, actually.
Oh, don't say plug.
I think that's in the dishwasher.
Recon, gents, what you got for me?
I don't know if you saw the speech by Zuckerberg, but it was quite comical, where he tells you that Facebook's going to be private from now on.
Yeah, was that the bit where he tried? Was that the bit where he tried to tell a joke and nobody actually laughed?
Aye.
That was really
the whole
fucking
audience
bad.
was super silent, apparently.
We all know robots can't tell jokes.
Well, this robot fucking
looks
tried.
like one with that fringe, by the way. It looks like Data.
Oh my god. No, that's insulting to Data. You take that back.
To Data. Right? You're just forgetting you're a fucking assemble of rusty parts.
Well, at least there's a semblance of some sort of parts that has a description.
What's the semblance of parts, right? What else you got for me? No one cares about Zuckerberg or Facebook. Ya boomer. He was looking up Indi Scots Facebook there. And he was like, independent Scotsman. I was like, that looks like it's not been yazed in years.
Facebook is like, it's not, I don't want to say retirement home, right? It's like a community. It's like see how there used to be that sort of parents club and shit like that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
exactly.
The community and shit like that. Facebook serves that purpose for that generation. Do you know what I mean? It's all moz and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like
yeah, exactly. Oh, look at the makeup that we got done. Oh, Sunday's Deli selling Avon. Oh, look at that. My dad's at the back cutting his grass again. Yeah, and you're just like, why am I even scrolling down this page?
Somebody's gone on holiday. There's a picture of a pint.
Somebody's buttered some toast again. Oh, look at it. It's quality.
Right, here's the weirdest though, right? Scientists gave wolves touch screens to see if they're friendlier than dogs.
What?
Exactly. Wolves are more willing to help each other than dogs, according to an experiment that involved canines activating touchscreens with their noses. Yes, this actually happened. Yep.
That's just what you want.
I think presumably they touch the nose against a touchscreen that activates a treat for another one of their kind.
Because no other human would work together to get good shit, right?
They're just fucking training wolves for the apocalypse, man. They're just getting them ready.
Yeah, was this done in Russia or something?
Oh, of course. I was a bit sceptical until you mentioned that. Right.
Just fucking apocalypse happens and somebody's strutting up it.
Man.
Always.
Well, here's one for you. Have you ever looked up and had a kidney fall on your face? Well, you might have soon, because kidneys are now being delivered by drones.
Really?
Yeah. Life-saving kidney delivered by a drone.
First
to your house?
First of its kind, I'd love it to your house.
Like, here's that kidney you ordered.
Does it come with instructions?
Thanks very much. That'll go nice with those onions.
The bot does it right after.
Comes with a scalpel, so and you can just DIY
it gets delivered to the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. But I always read the headlines, because sometimes the way they word it, you're just like, what? Did you even think about how you worded this?
Life-saving kidney.
For me though, that's brilliant until it crashes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Then what?
Then you get
that life-saving organ that you needed.
It's that scene at Rat Race where fucking he's running a bit with the fucking...
You can't what I've seen, though.
The heart, and it's just still getting covered in dust. Like you put it back in the box. It's been slapped about a train for about half an hour. You're like, oh no.
Oh, I can see Amazon return policies being well abused in this one. Like, package content's not as advertised.
Used once, fucking one careful owner.
I ordered a spare thumb and clearly got a pinky. This is just not right.
Well, that's crazy. Right? This one's fucking weird. Where's it? Elderly Australia couple received meth haul in post.
Oh yeah,
an elderly couple in Australia had mistakenly
ordered a kidney.
Mistakenly received a parcel containing $10 million worth of amphetamine. Methamphetamine. The confused couple called the police after finding bags of white powder in a parcel. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation reported that the bags contained about 20 kilos of the drug.
You would have went Breaking Bad on that. Your first instincts would be like, fuck, I don't want nothing to do with this. And then you'd sit and do the calculations.
You can't what it was? It was, 40 kilos of white powder. Yeah, no, that's right. 29 kilos of white powder. Aye, yeah, that's what I said, 1 kilo.
Mind you know that, and some cunt rapping on your door, eh?
Detectives later arrested a man at a nearby house where another 20 kilos of amphetamine was found.
He was one of the other guys that could have delivered.
That's the worst case of dark web, misaddressing.
I mean, this is so
yeah, because clearly somebody was trying to get some dark web fucking Cialis or something like that. If you were going to be smart about it,
you'd have just ordered fucking £1,900 of shrimp.
Exactly. At least then you would have been high and got fed at the same time. Try to de-shell those suckers though. Fuck.
Being high and fed.
Where's that other 20 kilos? And it turns out your neighbour's got it. Oh my god.
Imagine going to your neighbours and going, I think you've got my parcel, by the way.
Did you get anything through the post?
Did you ever see the fucking show that was on the BBC? It was fucking about 5 years ago, and it was to do with drugs, round about Britain. And there was this one episode where the police went to this door. They're like, "Oh, we suspect this lady's growing cannabis in her shed." And they literally chat the door, right? And they're like, "We suspect you're growing drugs in your shed." And she's like, "What do you mean, my cannabis?" And they're like,
oh my god!
It's this woman. Like, she must be like fucking 72 or something, right? And the police are out in the fucking shed, man, and she's got like fucking 2 rows of fucking cannabis plants, man. She's like, I grow them every now and then, and when they're finished, I make them onto cakes and take them down the OAP club on a Sunday.
You know what? I would have loved to have went to that OAP club before the police found that shit. That would have been like the best experience ever.
For 60 years
obviously
or something,
the police did take the stuff off.
That's a shame.
It's been hilarious, man. The woman's getting questioned and that, and she's like, I didn't think it was an illegal drug.
That's amazing.
I've been growing this since the 1920s. What the fuck are you talking about?
Our whole life in our shit. You know what I mean?
I'm going to pull
when
that.
When did they make this illegal? Is that just new?
How do you think I'm supposed to subsidise my pension, you bastards?
I didn't know. Was it illegal? Was that illegal? Oh.
Yeah, it's illegal to murder people, Darkside. Don't think about it.
So to the main story.
Oh, there's a main story.
Tommy Robinson being milkshake is becoming the best politics meme of 2019. In the last few days, Tommy Robinson's been milkshaked twice.
Milkshaked twice.
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson has had 2 milkshake showers in the last 2 days, which I suppose is inevitable when you're famous solely for being a dickhead.
For fuck's sake, now I've just got this sudden image of somebody somewhere on the internet being completely addicted to being milkshake showered.
He's trying to pull
Is that like fucking...
It's like golden shower, some weird fucking kink, you know?
It's a subcategory of Pornhub.
Tommy Robinson fucking khaki, you know what I mean? Like,
the McDonald's clown pouring the McDonald's milkshake over you in the middle of a shower. You know?
Apparently milk was a fucking a dog whistle or an alternate symbol apparently.
Symbolic. I thought there was some kind of symbolism going on, but I couldn't.
But it was supposed to be a fucking.
How do we know that Tommy Robinson isn't lactose intolerant? You know what I mean? This is biological warfare, technically.
Oh, that's assault.
Yeah, aye. Exactly.
Well, but presumably...
I
would pay for that.
Oh, don't tell folk you would pay for things that.
I'm going to get a Polish
This is
Tommy Robinson, I hereby sentence you to death. Do you have any allergies? Yes, I'm lactose intolerant. Milkshake shower.
Death by milkshake waterboarding.
This is kicked off because Tommy Robinson, real name Stephen Yaxley Lennon, is running for a UKIP. Is it UKIP MEP?
Yeah, he's got to get far.
And presumably his lawyers are going to be seeking some kind of assault charges.
His lawyers are rubbing their fucking hands right now.
Did you see what he was doing? He was doing his fucking classic bullshit where he hunts folk down that said something about him, or said something to him, or said they were going to do something to him. And he's went up to the guy and just pure aggressively as fuck started interviewing him and chinning him on it. And the guy just lost his shit and threw the milkshake on him.
There's a reason why Jane Silent Bob made a joke out of that, going around and hunting down all the folk that badmouthed him on moviepoopshoot.com. And then fucking Tommy Robinson goes and does it in real life. That is a low.
Yeah.
That is a low point. Like
just asking for it, but
man.
So you get. He needs some milk.
See if you're lashing out at people, then you're no fucking combat in the argument.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's confronting. He wants to confront them.
Confronting what?
Because they're cowards, and that's why he gets covered in milk.
Facebook's confronting people. Has banned Louis Farrakhan, Alex Jones, Milo Yiannopoulos, etc.
Here, I've actually got something to say about that. You notice on the headline, they only really mentioned Alex Jones first.
Yeah, he's the front man for all this.
And he's the only name that's actually
I think he's already banned from Facebook as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no reason for them to put his name first in that headline, apart from scandal.
Farrakhan's fucking worse than the
exactly. He should have been banned years ago.
Some of this
he shouldn't be allowed on Facebook in the first fucking place.
But the thing is, right, it is basically the network accused InfoWars, Alex Jones, and Nation of Islam's Louis Farrakhan. Yeah, anyway, right?
Don't be culturally ignorant.
How dare you?
So,
good God.
You know, it's just the fact that it's like you're pointing out the exact details of these two people when there's so many people involved in this sort of shit that you're banning, but you target those two specifically. The BBC doesn't target people without a reason.
Well...
What did it say in this article though? Hold on.
British Brainwashing Corporation.
Yeah,
exactly.
Alex Jones had hosted on his programme Alex McGuinness, a leader of Proud Boys whose members are known for racist, anti-Muslim and misogynistic rhetoric, right? But...
Allegedly.
No, he did host them. That's not
he did host them. Everything they wrote after that, so allegedly.
Right.
The racist, homophobic.
Right. But that's their rationale. Apparently, this is Facebook's rationale for banning Alex Jones, right? But Joe Rogan has also hosted Gav McInnes on his show several times. How come he's not getting banned?
Nah. You can interview him now, but you can't host any of his content, or else you get a fucking warning. Apparently, would you fall on that, COD? What's your take on the whole Jones and Milo?
He's anti-Facebook anyway.
I don't really know much. I don't really fucking follow Tommy Robinson much. I've seen a wee bit of him. I don't like him.
What, you know me, man. Alex Jones and stuff like that.
Alex Jones is a fucking walloper as well.
Come on, he's funny, man.
Yeah.
He's funny. Come on.
He's a funny
He's a
walloper.
fucking walloper.
He's the kind of
You know
guy.
what I mean?
He's the kind of guy you talk down at the pub when he's absolutely pissed.
He would have been an
He's
amazing
the
wrestler.
kind of guy, right? I don't know. I don't want to say I respect him, but I understand what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to educate the masses, right? But see, at the same time, why does he take up every fucking bullshit story, and why does he do it in such an emotional fashion?
He's a bit loud,
do you know what I mean?
to be honest, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, see, if you're going to try and communicate what he's trying to communicate to the world, you need to do it through a fucking calm lens.
Yeah,
you need to do it
exactly.
not as emotionally as he
That's
does.
it. What
do you
he's
know what I mean?
what he's
It's like, come on,
communicating.
fuck, mate.
Exactly.
He's an entertainer, I think.
Yeah, but come on. No, he's right, because what he's communicating to the world is high blood pressure.
Heart disease.
Get angry about these things. Get angry about these
Oh my
things.
god, a butterfly hit my car windscreen. It's a fucking conspiracy.
He's either going to have heart disease, he's going to have a heart attack, or he's going to have some kind of embolism, like brain.
Are you kidding? He's probably going to
embolism or
survive all that, and he's going to die for some random as fuck reason.
So they
You're
can
like
pin it.
getting
So, you got to kill
Stomped on by a polar bear or some shit like that.
Guy,
you know?
kill himself in a really weird circumstance, so they can blame it on the government.
He was trying to pull one of his nose hairs and actually pulled his brain out.
He's Bill Hicks anyway. Fuck it.
Bill Hicks in disguise, yeah.
Right, well,
Alex Jones is why they can't, like, he's like, see when the archaeologists in 1,000 years will find his grave and they'll be like he the missing link between monkeys and humans.
that's one more.
Well, let's put that missing link back.
Listen, you're all just a bunch of conspiracy deniers. That's all it really comes
That's a
into.
conspiracy, mate.
So Microsoft Solitaire has entered the the Video Game Hall of Fame.
Yes, it should have been.
It should.
How many hours does that save people boredom?
Solitaire has been the most widely played game in the history of man.
Fuck,
Mate, see when we went to fucking Insomnia, see the Dark Room show Privilege that you were talking about.
No
See,
way,
we went to
get
see
that
that
Dark
live.
Room. Yeah, I've seen that guy twice. That's amazing.
We
The
went to see that live at Insomnia, right?
It's brilliant,
And,
right? It's brilliant.
During it, right, we kept going like that. We kept trying to just get through a level, and we just kept shouting like, level 2, level 2, level 2, right? And we shouted. He skipped a level into level 2, and then as soon as he went into level 2, the crowd just started chanting level 3, level 3, level 3, right? And fucking, he's like, right, okay, level 3, and he goes into the crowd, picks somebody, brings him up to the stage, up to his laptop.
And then
Puts
to choose the direction.
Puts a game of Minesweeper on the fucking Titans ones. Like level 3.
Level 3 is Minesweeper.
Hard.
Yeah,
Mate, the cunt lasted for 3.5 minutes before we died.
That's pretty good.
That's
256 by 256 grid with one mine, and guaranteed at least 70% of the population of the world will hit that mine on their first click.
So for those who don't know, You Awake in a Darkened Room is a live, what's the best way to explain it? A live choice-based, text-based adventure game.
Yeah, it's text-based.
It's and it's really the guy's patter that sells it, to be quite honest.
I saw it twice at the Edinburgh Festival.
It was, and I think still is available in an interactive mode on YouTube.
He does a bit and stuff. He does go a bit places, aye.
But he's also, he's constantly touring, so if you ever get a chance, honestly, you'll never regret it.
Did you see a bit that there's going to be a new campus to the University of Glasgow, and it's going to be in Govan? Did you hear this?
A Govan campus.
God damn.
We were talking about it on the Indi Scots with Soul Pod.
Is it like an outreach? Is it like an outreach section? You know, giving back.
No, mate, it's going to be a new campus for the University of Glasgow, and it's going to be specialising in nanotechnology and nanomedicine.
What a perfect
not in
cross
brewing and
section
distilling. No,
a perfect cross section of culture to test this nanotechnology on.
well, they can't steal it
What
off.
we were
It's
saying
nano
was,
sized.
you can see how Ned's is a non-educated delinquent. Can you imagine an educated delinquent? Holy shit,
That's
man.
some dangerous shit right there. You know
That's
what I
some
mean?
dangerous shit
Yeah.
right there.
That's some bad science, man.
Campus in
Here,
Dublin,
pal, I'm going to stick this hydrochloric formic acid through you right now.
Hey,
whoa! Don't give them
you
ideas.
get £1 for the bus, and I'm going to invest it in an offshore shell corporation and make money.
Here, pal, I've got some top quality iridium here for you, mate.
That's the last last thing we need.
Uni books all over the bookshops in Glasgow getting fucking raided left, right and centre. There'll be a black market for all the fucking...
the police are worried. The police are worried about pipe bombs and fucking folk nicking stuff in shops. No, they're having to worry about small
nuclear
weapons. Pocket-sized nuclear weapons.
Nano shanks.
Yeah, I've just fucking destroyed the shop with a depleted uranium shell.
If any of you seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central, we're drinking your juice now that's got the two Wayans brothers in it.
Years
classic.
ago,
Do you remember the scene where the guy in the motor pulls up and he pulls the Uzi out, and then he pulls a shotgun out, and then he pulls a rocket launcher out, and then he opens the back of the van and it's a missile? You could imagine that's the confrontations with Neds in the future. Oh, sorry, Eds.
Educated delinquents.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
Aye. Okay. The Eds are coming.
The Eds are coming, shit.
It's the Eds of the world as we know.
No singing on the ship. Only on special occasions. Right, what else you got for me?
Deepfakes are getting that good now that it's almost impossible to tell them from reality. Have you seen the Steve Buscemi Jennifer Lawrence video?
No, I don't watch porn, you filthmonger.
Honestly, like, it's not pornography, but you need to go and see that. It's really shockingly realistic how much Steve Buscemi's face on Jennifer Lawrence's body looks. It's so creepy, man.
Come on.
You're worried about this, but this is the fucking what they're using it for.
No.
Let's put someone else's face on someone else's body.
Let's put Steve Buscemi's face. A face that already looks
fucking
weird as fuck. You know, they should have put something
on everything now. There's a Sonic the Hedgehog. You know the Sonic the Hedgehog
one,
with Steve Buscemi's face.
I still think that should have been fucking Nicolas Cage. There should have been a Nick Cage.
Oh, there is one. There's already one with Nicolas Cage.
No.
Fuck.
People are there already, man. If you thought of it, it's done.
Yeah,
why are you hating on Nicolas Cage? What's the problem with Nicolas Cage? One of the greatest actors of all time.
Nicolas Cage should do us all a favour and retire.
Yes, another supporter.
I know, because you can't top greatness when you're retire at the top.
Like, there's only so many times you can watch a Nick Cage movie and go, ha ha ha, that was fucking dank as fuck.
He's going to run for president.
How dare you?
He's going to be the next president. Which is why this is becoming such a problem with deep fakes at the moment, is because in the run-up for the 2020 election, they reckoned that
this fucking president of the United States has got to be the fucking mascot for the New York Yankees or some shit.
You reckon? So this will be quite problematic for American politics, they reckon. But,
don't say problematic.
Who knows, right? But it's
I spoke to a few Americans after they fucking elected Trump, and I made sure that I spoke to them from all different places, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing that a lot of them says was, we have no faith in our government anymore, and the fact we voted Trump in is to show the rest of the government that we have no faith. They can deal with Trump for 4 years.
Aye, fuck 'em.
It's like a lot of folk that voted for Brexit. No naming names, apparently.
Yeah,
just wanted to actually show how fucked up the government was and completely unable to handle the situation.
Captain Privilege sitting in the back like that. Rule Britannia.
Well, all I'm saying is sometimes you got to introduce a little chaos.
Mate, I'm all for Brexit, right? Because see if Britain gets Brexit, then Scotland more than likely gets independence. Boom. We get what we want out it, and then fucking England's pure sitting there like that.
It's the oldest.
Shit.
It's the
oldest.
Think
we're still the British Empire. Wait, we don't have India. Wait. We don't have any colonies. Fuck.
The only colony we've got is a bacteria on their armpit.
Oh, Gibraltar. We've got Gibraltar.
Gibraltar's one to fuck off to. No, the thing is, it's the oldest trick in the book. Why do the work yourself when you can make your enemy do it for you?
Do we not get the Falklands, or can we just claim that?
The Falklands, yes! I want the Falklands too. I want to make a fucking island in the middle of somewhere. You know what I mean?
We're going to have to head down there and pitch a flag and declare it.
Totally.
Don't say pitch a flag, for fuck's sake.
Better than pitching a tent, mate.
Well, I do believe that's about us, unless you have anything else to discuss. Give you a chance to shout yourself out, COD. Where can folk find you? Up on Twitch and Indi Scots and such the like, if you have your links prepared
you just
off by heart.
Oh, he's going to have to go and look it up.
Or I just didn't understand what was saying.
No, I don't think any of us did.
Echo, you hear me, COD? Are you there? Have we lost communications?
He's died. What button did you push? You pushed the wrong button, dude. Okay, we can't. If you can hear us, we can't hear you.
He's doing this thing he does to me where he pretends he can't
This is a
hear
wind
me.
up. Oh, right. Nice. Funny.
I've not been talking.
Oh.
See? Yeah. Yeah, right. So, where can folk find you, mate?
I'm struggling to fucking hear you in Darkside.
Where can people find you?
Because see, because it's like half volume. Discord's cutting out on you sometimes because it's that low.
Man.
Discord's been having a problem since last night anyway. It just it's been really glitchy for some reason. So.
Tech, you ask him.
Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been waiting on Tech having a reaction. Right.
Don't say
Cool,
wait on Tech having a reaction.
That's
Sorry,
what they're
bro.
talking about. Right?
Sorry, man.
That decided so wrong.
Listen, we're running a tight ship here, eh? I'm not saying it's a good ship, I'm just saying it's a tight ship. But what I was saying was, where can folk find you online and such? Where plug yourself, mate?
But man, it's good to be on this podcast. It's really
fuck yeah,
cool.
we've been due to have you on for a while, man. Glad to
waiting,
finally
man.
hook it up.
It's different for doing one live, man. It's a lot more liberating than doing one live. Doing it live all the time is...
I didn't realise yours was... Yeah, no, it is live, yeah.
Yours is live every single time, man.
It's quite stressful,
Keep
isn't
up,
it?
Darkside, for fuck's sake.
It's got a lot less stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's us. We're on to 48. I think it's 48 or 49 this week. I'm not sure.
It's about that, yeah. 48 was the last one, I think.
Mate, we've fucking got we're 2 weeks ahead on the podcast booking for guests and shit now, man.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, it's good. Like,
It's week 49 this week. Week 49 this week. 3 weeks until week 52. We're going to have a wee, like, fucking montage of the podcast and stuff. A wee years one.
We're catching up with you.
We're never going to catch. We are. We're like, we're going to just record like 10 podcasts in a row and unleash them all in the space of 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, we could release all the videos on the same day, like somebody did on Monday. You know,
How
but
dare you, Tech?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did we find them?
Yes, right. Okay. So a little explanation. If you didn't catch on already, folks, COD is a streamer and a YouTuber.
Tech
and
Darkside be getting wrestlers that use for Hype CW.
the real question.
yeah.
Oh, called
to get
out.
wrestlers out
Called out in your own podcast.
You want to get a wrestle out of me?
You're going to submit a wrestling character to Hype CW and a wee wrestling persona and shit.
Don't worry, Darkside was just getting the vapours there. You know, he was getting a bit excited. There are cloaks.
There's plenty of cloaks, man.
I can't wait, man. We've got a 1k donation on a donation total on Indi Scots. We're going to go to Insomnia. We're going to get a wrestling gear or maiden. That's so we can go in the wrestling gear on Saturday.
Serious? You're gonna go in your wrestling gear?
Hell yeah.
Aye, like Privilege.
want photos
City
of that.
Kingpin that we're fucking willing to take him as well and pay for his tickets and stuff like that.
There we go, man.
I'd like to have the two commentators, because you can just imagine me and Viper just walking about and talking to people, and Privilege being behind us doing the commentary. Yeah, we see COD8MYdog coming up. Oh, what do you think about that, Kingpin? Oh well, COD8MYdog's been quite talkative today. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And he's just completely bumped that fan. How ridiculous.
And,
you know what I mean? Like, fucking, the idea of that is like we're not going to have a stall or anything, so
You're going to do
kinda
walkabout. Yeah.
we're just going to cut about making as much noise and being as fucking stupid and dank as we can.
It's a good idea.
So we're like, what the fuck is that? Do you know what I mean? And the other people that will be with us, like this is Indi Scots' Hype.
Yeah, you can just imagine everybody else like, what the fuck is that? Who the fuck are they?
Do you know what I mean?
man?
Because by that point there'll be 3 episodes out, and that weekend the 4th episode will be coming out, so we'll be able to say to folk, the episodes are 40 minutes long. Fucking, you know what I mean? You can watch it in your tent or your hotel the night, man.
Ideal, man, ideal. So yeah, that's the pitch for Hype CW and Indi
pitch for your
Scots.
tent. Get your tent pitch,
man.
And basically COD.
Viper's already recorded the first 3 episodes and sent
He
them
has.
to me, Privilege, so they'll be coming to you proper soon. You Kingpin can get started on them.
That's it. We certainly shall.
Fucking 3 months ahead of schedule, man. August 1st they're meant to be coming out. We're fucking doing well, man. Fucking first big collab we're doing for Indi Scots as well, so I'm chuffed with that.
It's been awesome. It's been really good working on it.
So many different people went on, man.
Yeah, so it's really fucking rounding off. rounding up pretty well. Got the first season down, and
know where
then
you're going with
hopefully
that.
going to get onto the
I
second
have a
one.
segue coming in here.
Well, yeah, speaking of rounding up, if you want to check out COD and Indi Scots and what's going on over there, links, as always, will be in the description. But that about wraps it up for episode 43 of the Unmonetisables podcast, folks. If there's any intelligent signs of life out there, type something in the comments. I'll share a shite bag if you didn't. We genuinely appreciate you spending your time with us, and if you want to help support us further, please consider subscribing and following on the appropriate mediums. And if you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, geez a wee pound off you over on Patreon. For those watching via the FAWK Chronicles on YouTube, while you're here, feel free to spend most of your life living in a gangster's paradise all over that subscribe button. The FAWK Chronicles are part of Indi Scots Network.
If you're watching on a phone, you've bet you any money you've never clicked a subscribe button with your tongue. Do it.
That's
Wonderful
gross.
flavours.
No. And thanks for listening to the only podcast in the galaxy with 3 aliens and a human that sound like Simon Pegg's awesome portrayal of Scotty from Star Trek.
You said
Better
awesome?
than that, far better.
All right,
I'm Scotty Montgomery. Hey.
until next time, this has been Captain Privilege, Grandmaster Tech, Dr. Darkside, and COD8MYdog signing off. Closing hailing frequencies, ending communications, and gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Like Sonic or
Sonic
something?
team.
You just gotta go away.
You guys suck.
You suck.